Alright, so here we have Bitcoin on Bybit on the 1 hour. I'm going to stay on the 1 hour today. Pretty short update. There's really nothing that's changed. We just basically gave up this whole rally. Which, we got the FOMC meeting today. We expected some volatility. Nothing has changed too much from yesterday. I mean, we did get it back above this level and above the 100, but we kind of had a fake out there. So now we're back to the line in the sand. So we do need to hold this level. I have an alert set up right below it. Right now, the RSI is in the bearish control zone. We are below the signal line. We need to get back above 23,875 in order to cross that signal line to the upside. So not much, but we need to get back up above that level. Fresh cross to the downside of the MACD. Negative momentum is decreasing or increasing on the histogram. We need to get back above 23,889, 890 in order to turn this around. We need to get back above 2468 in order to cross that signal line to the upside. We need to get above 24,307 in order to cross that zero line. So we need to work our way up from here. BBWP is high, which measures volatility. We are above its moving average into the upper zone. So we expected volatility around the FOMC meeting. Usually, if it is going to pump, you'll have a dump first, a correction. We did get a almost $1,000 candle here. And moving averages, they are pointed down. The 50 did cross the 200 to the downside, but we're kind of ranging right here. So you can't trust these signals too much. I'm actually going to move this box down. Let's see here. See if I can get this right from back here. See if that worked. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so we're still in the red box. We need to hold this level. We could even wick down to the bottom of this box at 23,600 and still be in good shape. Could get a fake out. Or we could go up from here. All right, we need to get back above this last high at 24,490. 24,450. Need to get back above this last high. So if the FOMC meeting makes us pump, I would expect us to probably try to at least get up here at the 24,450 mark. Let's see here. So basically, line in the sand, last high, 24,450 and 23,600. Same levels as before. Let's actually go to the 4 hour. All right, so on the 4 hour, trying to enter the bearish control zone. We did get rejected from the signal line. We need to get back above 23,904. So basically 24K. All right, and we need to get back above 23,930. So basically 24K in order to turn this MACD line around. We will have major support basically right where we're at. Need to get back above 24,670 in order to cross that signal line to the upside. In order to cross the zero line, basically we need to get above 25K. So if we can turn this around, we had this huge wick, stopped everybody out on their shorts, and now it came down. But it looks like we could be printing some sort of doji here on the 4 hour. We got 52 minutes left. So a lot of time to find out what we're going to do next. If it stays where it's at, that could be considered a reversal candle. But honestly, I would like to see us get back above this last wick and continue onward and upward. Our BBWP is printing a very low signal, and it's turning around right now. Volatility has just started. Volatility has not happened yet. So we are either going to break the top of this red zone, 25K, or break the bottom of this red zone at 23,600. If we do break the bottom, I would expect us to go deeper in the bearish control zone. MACD do not find support on this last low. Start printing some dark red bars on the histogram as your BBWP gets above its moving average. I would expect to bounce here at this VPVR level at 23K and where the 200's sitting. And I would expect another bounce at 22,550. But ultimately, I think we would make new lows. Working our way down, you know, we're going to have ebbs and flows, but I do think we would make new lows if we break. I mean, we're right on the line in the sand. Right on the line in the sand here. Bullish case is that we break the 21 at 24K. If we can get back above, which, you know, is in confluence with a lot of these, you know, these signal lines right here. So if we can break the 21, that's going to cascade the bullish momentum, which your RSI and your MACD are bullish, or momentum indicators. They judge bullish and bearish momentum. And like I said, your BBWP measures volatility. So when it gets above its moving average, usually when it prints these real low reads, the volatility will be pretty substantial, especially when it gets above its moving average. So definitely watch the moving average on your BBWP. And as long as we don't break this level, I mean, we still got a chance. But yeah, if we can get back above the 21, I'd say 24,100 even. I would expect us to break this last high at 24,450. And that's really about it for Bitcoin. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. One being the Discord. A lot of good conversation about trading crypto and investing there. We do stay ahead of the curve in the Discord. A lot of times we talk about the moves before they even come out on the videos. All right, so we're basically going sideways here on Ethereum. Yeah, we're on Ethereum now. Basically drop below the POC point of control on your VPVR here on the right, which measures horizontal volume at a certain price level. Fell below all major moving averages. Moving averages are pointed down. Looks like we are riding, testing the top of the bearish control zone. We do not want to enter this bearish control zone. We need to get back above 1894 in order to cross that signal line, which we're going to have resistance here. It comes in right at the neutral median line. MACD. Oh, okay. Fresh cross to the downside. We are on the current tick. Either we find support here on the MACD or we get demolished, because it's trying to cross the zero line at the same time as it crosses the signal line. That's usually, you know, a good signal. We need to get back above 1897 in order to cross that signal line back to the upside and find support here on this zero line. BBWP is in the upper zone above its moving average, so the volatility, here we come. Unless we get back below this median line and the moving average, then I would expect us to go sideways even more. So definitely watch your BBWP. In order, you know, if you're placing trades, I would definitely watch your BBWP. All right, so the bullish case is that we break the 50 in 1900. That would also imply that we get, like, so you got your EMA and you have your turnaround point on your MACD line, and you have your signal line all coming in at 19K. So if you can break 19K, I would expect you to break the 100 and the top of this purple zone and this last high at basically 20 or 2K. That's if we break the 19K on a 1 hour closure. 1 hour closure is all we need. I would expect us to bounce off of this zero line and cross your signal line to the upside. Same thing with the RSI. I would expect you to cross your signal line to the upside as your BBWP works its way up. All right, so bearish case is that we break these last lows at 1850. We break 1850. I would expect a bounce at 1800, another bounce at 1700, and then new lows, probably down to 1000 over time. So yeah, watch these levels. Watch your moving averages. Watch these last lows. And stay nimble. Let's move on to Solana. All right, so here on Solana, your 50 is trying to cross your 200 right now. All your major moving averages are pointing down in the bearish control zone below your signal line. MACD got rejected from the zero line, then a fresh cross to the downside on the signal line, as your BBWP works its way up into the upper zone far above its moving average. Solana doesn't look the best. Bitcoin's going to carry it either one way or another. So watch Bitcoin right now because Bitcoin's going to lead this market. If we do, we're either going to bounce, we're either going to turn around, we're either going to reverse from here or to the depths, and the bear market rally is over. I still think we are in a bear market rally. A lot of people are bullish right now. A lot of people thought that was the bottom. Uh, Now, I could always be wrong, but I do not think that was the bottom at all. Uh, Not even close. I think we drop another 50% from that low. Um, just my opinion, not financial advice. Got your POC point of control coming in here at $44. That's the point we need to get above. We need to get back above these major moving averages. So the 21, the 50, and the 200. And this POC point of control in the VPVR at $44. If we can do that, I think we break the last high, which is also coming in at the 100. High level of resistance there. We don't want to make a double top and then continue down, but I do think we would have the potential to break that at basically $45. If we can break the 100, I would expect us to break the $46 like it was nothing. And then this last high, work your way up to 51. Bearish case is that we break the last low, just like Ethereum, 42.50. We break 42.50. I would expect a bounce at 39.50. Another bounce at 37. Another bounce at 34.75. And then 31.50. And then continue down to the depths. That's the bearish case. That would also imply that we get deeper into the bearish control zone. We get a strong downside curvature breaking this last low on the MACD, and BBWP going up to the red line. Like I said, the bullish case is going to mean we get out of the bearish control zone above that signal line. MACD cross that zero line and that signal line to the upside at the same time while printing some dark green bars on that histogram. As your price action breaks the POC point of control and the VPVR and all your major moving averages at $44. All right, so that's what I'm looking at for Solana. All right, so now we have a request from a subscriber about Compound. All right, so let's check out Compound. Let's zoom out to the daily. Okay, so Compound has got destroyed. This is either accumulation zone or redistribution. All right, all your major moving averages are below each other, but let's see what this 21 and this 50 are trying to do. Okay, so the 21 and your 50 did cross the 100. This is looking pretty good, actually, trend-wise. Your RSI is below its signal line. Let's see here. We do have bullish divergence on the daily. MACD above the zero line, but a fresh cross to the downside on the current tick, so we'll find out what it does by the end of the day. BBWP is very low. This thing's about to pop off, either to the upside or the downside. It looks a little more likely to the upside, but that's going to depend on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin can, break its last high, I would expect this thing to soar up to 89.50. Also, let's put a fib on, just to see if it lines up with anything. We're going to put our fib on the daily. We'll go from a closing basis. So your 4618 basically comes in right where that 200 would end up. So we do have an area of confluence there. That would also imply that we get above that signal line on the RSI and bounce off the zero line. Well, not even get to the zero line, turn around, cross that signal line as your BBWP gets above its moving average. Now, let's move on. Let me see here. So yeah, I mean, on the daily, you're looking pretty good, but you need to turn around from here. You need to make a higher low on the 4 hour. All right, so you could come down, you could get a wick down to the 200. You come down to the 200, still make a higher low. On your RSI, testing the signal line right now. See if we have bullish divergence. We do have. No, we do not. Sorry. MACD testing the signal line, but your negative momentum is decreasing on the histogram. So if you can cross that signal line, that's going to look very good. Ooh, your BBWP is very low and it's turning around. Volatility is about to come. The big move is about to come for a compound. 21 did just cross your 50. I really don't like that both of these have downward slopes. But if you can get back above that, which also comes in as your last high at 62.80 region, I would expect you to come back up to this high at 68.50. That would also imply that you cross both signal lines as your BBWP crosses its moving average. Your BBWP would cross its moving average probably around $66. So, you know, the volatility would continue. I expect major volatility in compound, either to the upside or the downside. Basically, if you break the 200 at 58.80, I would expect you to get a bounce down at these lows at 54.30, another bounce at 46.50, and then down to the depths. That would also imply that Bitcoin broke down. You know, bullish case is that, like I said, we break these moving averages and this last high. If we can do that, we're going to have resistance here at 64.80. All right, but I do think we would get above it. Let's go down to the 1 hour. So we're basically going in a range here. All right, your RSI is resting at the top of the bearish control zone. Did get rejected from the neutral median line. MACD fresh cross to the downside. You don't want to cross the zero line. BBWP is above its moving average, so here it comes. You know, did have a little pickup right now. If we cross the moving average to the downside, though, we're just going to go sideways until we break one of the top of the range, or the top or the bottom of the range. So if we can get back above 62.80. Oh, also your 100 is crossing your 200 right now. If these things cross and fan out, that's not going to look good, even if Bitcoin goes up, trend-wise. Especially if you enter the bearish control zone and cross that zero line. You do that, this motherfucker's hit. You also have your POC coming in at 65.50. I would expect major resistance there. Had a lot of volume here. And basically this last range. But like I said, if you can get above this 100 and 200 and this last high, I think you break your last highs. Let's go ahead and put a fib on, see if anything gets in confluence. All right, so let's see. Yeah, your 618, your 2618 comes right at the top of this range. So if you can break that, I would expect you to come all the way back up to this wick high at the 4618 at 70.77. So that's what I'm looking at for compound. If you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on those bell notifications. Get notified with this time-sensitive content. Join the Discord. Everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.